Hey everyone, welcome back to MTN Explainers. Today, we're diving into a classic, the MacBook Air 2017. Now, I know what you're thinking. Isn't this thing ancient by tech standards? Well, yes and no. While it's not the latest and greatest, the 2017 MacBook Air still holds up in some surprising ways. So, whether you're considering buying one secondhand or just curious about how it stacks up in 2023, stick around, because we're about to break it down in detail. From the display and battery life to the keyboard and performance, we're covering it all. Let's get started. Display. First up, the display. Now, let's be real. This is where the MacBook Air shows its age. It's rocking a 13.3-inch 1440 by 900 resolution screen. That's right, no Retina display here. Compared to modern laptops, it's definitely not the sharpest tool in the shed. Text and images look a little pixelated if you're used to higher resolutions, and the colors aren't as vibrant as newer MacBooks. But here's the thing. If you're not a stickler for ultra-sharp screens, or you're just using this for basic tasks like web browsing, writing, or streaming, it's still totally usable. Plus, the matte finish helps reduce glare, which is a nice touch. Battery. Next, let's talk about the battery life. This is where the MacBook Air 2017 still shines. Apple claimed up to 12 hours of battery life, and honestly, it's not far off. With light to moderate use, think web browsing, emails, and watching YouTube, you can easily get through a full workday without needing to charge. Now, if you're pushing it with heavier tasks, that number will drop. But for a laptop this old, the battery performance is seriously impressive. It's one of the reasons this machine is still a solid choice for students or anyone who needs all-day portability. Webcam. Alright, let's address the elephant in the room, the webcam. The MacBook Air 2017 has a 720p FaceTime camera, and, well, it's not great. In 2023, when even smartphones have 4K cameras, this feels like a throwback to the Stone Age. The image quality is grainy, and in low light it's even worse. If you're planning to use this for Zoom calls or streaming, you might want to invest in an external webcam. But hey, for the occasional video call, it gets the job done. Performance. Now, let's talk performance. Under the hood, this MacBook Air is powered by a dual-core Intel i5 processor, 8 GB of RAM, and either 128 GB or 256 GB of SSD storage. By today's standards, that's pretty modest. For basic tasks like web browsing, document editing, and even light photo editing, it's still surprisingly snappy. The SSD helps a lot here, making everything feel fast and responsive. But if you're into video editing, gaming, or anything more demanding, this isn't the machine for you. But if you do a normal 1080p edit, it works fine. Build quality. One area where the MacBook Air 2017 still impresses is build quality. This thing is built like a tank. The aluminum unibody design feels premium, and it's incredibly thin and light, just 2.96 pounds. It's easy to carry around, and it still looks sleek even after all these years. Plus, it's got a MagSafe charger, which is a lifesaver if you've ever tripped over your laptop cable. And while the port selection is limited, just 2 USB-A ports, a Thunderbolt 2 port, and a headphone jack, it's enough for most people's needs. Speakers. Let's talk about the speakers. For a laptop this thin, the sound quality is actually pretty decent. The speakers are located on either side of the keyboard, and they deliver clear audio with a surprising amount of bass for their size. They're great for watching videos or listening to music in a pinch, but if you're an audiophile, you'll probably want to use headphones or external speakers. Keyboard. Now, the keyboard. This is the classic MacBook keyboard with decent key travel and a comfortable typing experience. It's not as shallow as the newer butterfly keyboards, which is a good thing. If you're someone who types a lot, you'll appreciate how responsive and tactile it feels. However, it's worth noting that this model is before Apple introduced the backlit keyboard, so typing in low light can be a bit of a challenge. Web browsing. Finally, let's talk about web browsing. Browsing the web is a breeze. Pages load quickly, and you can have multiple tabs open without too much slowdown. Of course, if you're the type of person who keeps 50 tabs open at once, you might notice some lag. But for most people, It's more than enough. Conclusion. So, should you consider this laptop now? Well, it depends. If you're looking for a budget-friendly laptop for basic tasks and you don't mind some compromises, like the outdated display and webcam, it's still a solid choice. But if you need more power or a modern display, you might want to look at newer models. At the end of the day, the MacBook Air 2017 is a testament to Apple's ability to create long-lasting devices. It's not perfect, but it's still a reliable workhorse for the right person. That's it for this review. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more tech reviews like this one. Let me know in the comments what you think about the MacBook Air 2017. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.